And we are live. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome to the Turnover Turfs. I am your co-host, Sir Random Guy, along with my co-host Anthony Thomas. Is
Co-host. I've been
for this week.
upgraded.
For
I'm
this
no
week,
longer the
yeah.
special guest.
Uh, and Thomas is not here today. He is busy He'll be busy this week. Hopefully, he'll be here for a Christmas episode, which next week's Christmas.
Where did the year go?
Yeah, a year ago. Yeah. But anyways, so this week we have a lot to talk about.
We do
let's
have
just.
a lot to talk about.
But first, I gotta make an apology. A couple apologies, really. So the first things.
Apologies.
The first things first. I like to apologize to Kirk Cousins. For people that don't know, this week I played against Anthony in fantasy. Uh, and and I decided to bench Kirk Cousins because the last few weeks have been not really great, but I was like, you know what? Hey, I'm gonna bench him for CJ Stroud, and CJ Stroud didn't do bad. It's just the issue is
Here's my
Kirk
apology
Cousins.
and my apology only.
What?
You're gonna wait. There's more apologies going on first.
You're gonna have to wait till the Broncos clinch the AFC West, and then I'll do both. But anyways, the problem was Kirk Cousins did better. 7,000 points. Yes, it's a whole different point system in the Chaos League. But in a nutshell, I lost to Anthony because I benched Kirk Cousins. So Kirk Cousins,
Hey, it's
I'm
my
sorry.
beautiful picture.
And Kirk Cousins, I like to apologize for not trusting you in beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this weekend. Or this is Thursday, last Thursday. And now, my second apology. I like to apologize to the Bears head coach, to Ben Johnson. You know, this week I decided to put Zach Taylor in my fantasy. For anyone that
It's another different chaos thing we've created.
another league. Yeah, so in another league, this one's this is like a legitimate fantasy league, more for punishments and awards.
Mind you, he's the commissioner of the league he lost to me in.
So this week and in my league I have head coaches, and how do head coaches go is that you basically is going to be based on how much the team scores this weekend. So like this week, the Bengals scored settle, and then the Chicago Bears fantasy wise scored 42.
Ooh.
And if I had to put the Chicago Bears head coach in, I would have won that round and would have faced you know who on my right in fantasy. But yes, I would like to apologize for the Chicago Bears organization for not believing you that you could beat the Cleveland Browns in a convincing fashion. And those are my apologies. The Broncos and someone will get an apology when someone wins the AFC West.
Wow.
That's what's gonna happen. Anyways, we'll move on.
I want to glow in my victory for a hot second first.
Fine.
Is it working now?
Yes,
We
but
can hear you.
Anthony's gonna bask in it for a minute there. Hold on.
A beautiful thing. I said it last week. I would win, and I was right. I beat this man that's now on top of me. That man's already eliminated. He's been long gone. So
I got one more league, but
that's true. I do have one more league. And there's a chance I may play that man in the championship game. Someone that I respect. I have honor for when it comes to fantasy football. At least in that one league. I don't respect either of these two as commissioners for many different reasons. Corruption,
Nothing happens.
collusion,
He is just
point
full of it.
changing,
No.
loss of draft picks. It's the whole 9 yards. But I am proud today as a fantasy football player, speaking out to my fellow fantasy football players. Justice for now has been served.
Yeah.
Can I say two things?
Sure.
One, what is SRG's stupid little hat?
Whoa.
Stupid.
It's a
Somebody
bucket
had to
hat.
say it.
It's
Nah,
a
get that
bucket
shit
hat.
off. Nah, get that shit off.
No. 2-0 in the bucket hat era. By the way, 2-0 in the bucket hat era. We're keeping it on. It beat a certain other co-host who used to be here. Too bad cannot bring that victory, nor mention his other team.
You beat a crippled Boston team. I want to fucking hear it.
They're the 3rd seed in the East.
They're crippled.
They're not. Derek White is a menace, by the way. Derek White. He was being a menace on Monday. I was watching that. He was... Yeah. But yes. But are you really going to do the anything's possible just because you beat the commissioner in a...
I wasn't. I was going to do.
I got kicked out.
There we go.
did. Sorry, Jason Tatum, but
Listen, I'm going to say this right now. His team's a fraud. They're fraudulent. They're not good.
It felt like there was more to say, but you just kind of... Okay.
oh, breaking news. Right-hander Adrian Hauser and the San Francisco Giants are in agreement on a 2-year, $22 million contract per Jeff Passan.
We got a pitcher, people. We got
The
a...
stove is very, very slowly beginning to warm up.
Here we go. Posey's
He's
going to
not
cook.
good.
We're going to do it.
He is?
Nope. Can I say my second thing? Actually, I have three. I have more things. Can I say my second thing before my last two things before I leave for the day?
All right.
Just, one, your team's fraudulent. They're getting Mickey Mouse wins, and I want to fucking hear it.
Who is it directly towards to at this one? Is it...
Who's that directly towards
The
to?
dipshit on my left, because the person below me, I cannot say anything about.
I got 2 losses on the year.
Okay. And what's the third thing, technically?
Where's my fucking apology, dipshit?
You'll get it when the Broncos
Nah,
quit the
I don't
AFC
get too
West.
fucked. I
We
don't get too
came in
fucked.
agreement.
Don't fucking give two fucks. I said the Chiefs will miss the postseason back in the fucking August. You two fucking clown me. Here I am, and I'm right.
Fine.
My
I'll
fucking
give you
apology.
fine.
I
I'll
already
give
gave
you
my
part one.
apology privately.
Fine. I'll give you part one. All right. So just a recap for everyone that doesn't know, that haven't watched football have been in a tunnel or in a cave or something.
Who's waking up from a coma
Whoever's waking up the coma since Super Bowl 59, the Kansas City Chiefs, for the first time in 11 years, has missed the postseason. Patrick Mahomes tore his ACL. I wonder how that happened. But anyways, so back in the early, and if y'all lived in the tunnel back then, or this is your first time watching this episode, we made
We're
an
sorry
NFL.
that this is your first episode.
But in our NFL predictions of the season, our preseason predictions, that Thomas made some interesting predictions. First one being that the Broncos, for the first time since 2015, will win the AFC West. That's number one. But number
That's fucking
two,
high likely.
we still have to see this weekend or the next weekend. or Week 18. And number 2 is that the Kansas City Chiefs will miss the postseason in 11 years. We did not believe him. We told him that the Chiefs are inevitable. Even with the Chiefs now looking like a gritty roster, they're still going to find a way to win games via 2024. And
We were wrong.
we were wrong. Their drafting caught up to them. Their free agency kind of caught up to them. And I hate to say this, or kind of hate and like at the same time. It's a bittersweet scenario, but I like to apologize to my co-host Thomas for believing that the Kansas City Chiefs would I believe that would make the playoffs this season, and I mocked him for saying that he said he wouldn't. So I formally apologize that I didn't believe the Chiefs won't make the playoffs. That's the
Hey,
best
Thomas, do you want to do your Bengals in memoriam right now then while you're here?
Yeah, that's the last thing I'm gonna do, and then I gotta skedaddle.
All right.
In that exact same predictions, I predict the Bengals will win their division for the first time since 2022. Yeah, I was wrong. Burrow went down week 2 with turf toe, and it just has not been the same. We had a guy named Jake Browning come in who was decent back in 23, but he's dog shit. I fucking hate him. He should have torn his ACL instead. Fuck this guy.
Whoa, no injuries.
No
That's
injuries.
our rule of thumb.
And then Denver Flacco, he had that one amazing game with Pittsburgh, and
No.
never won again.
Y'all failed
Shut the fuck up.
Flacco. Y'all failed Flacco.
Yeah, I'm typically. Hey, no, don't mute him.
No. The Jets game, the Bears game. There's probably like one other.
was bad. Yeah, no, that one's on you guys above all else.
Those 2 games. If they won those 2 games, not only the Bengals would not be eliminated, they would probably be leading the AFC North. A likely scenario. They would be leading the AFC North. But that's neither here and there. But yes, RIP to the Bengals. RIP to the Vikings.
No, the Vikings aren't eliminated yet.
Yeah, no, they're eliminated.
They are? Oh.
Yeah. I think that's the other team that got eliminated this weekend, and I think there's one more aside from the Chiefs. I could be wrong. Chiefs, Bengals, Vikings. Is there someone else, or am I just like Dolphins? Yeah, Monday Night Football last night. Monday Night Football, they lost because Tua cannot play in the cold. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go on a rant, and then I'm gonna take off. I will DM you my picks.
All right.
Zach Taylor, that hack of head coach, needs to go. He's been shit for 3 fucking years, and he's been carried by Burrow and whatever's left of Burrow. So he needs to fucking dip. Our general manager needs to also fucking kick the can. I'm sick of him being cheap as fuck and not spending money on defensive players. We had a whole fucking offseason of no Trey Henderson because they don't refuse to fucking pay him. Now Trey Henderson hasn't played in like 4 or 5 fucking weeks.
He gone.
And he's not going to be on the team next season. Test my free agency and probably sign with the fucking Giants or some shit. The owner should also sell the fucking team. I'm sick of this fucking owner. He's kind of a piece of shit. And he also needs to go. Sell the team, fire the GM, and fire the head coach. And whatever happens with Burrow next season, I don't know if we can get him back or not. There's rumors where he wants out of Cincy. There's rumors he wants to fucking retire. Please don't. You're the last remaining hope. Yeah, that's my shtick. Team shit. Over it. Fire everybody. Complete fucking rebuild. Blow it all up.
All right.
Okay.
Over this shit.
Yeah. All right.
That's more heart than the Bengals defense put in this year.
Yeah.
Seriously.
The only time the Bengals put up a good performance was week 1, which I hate that game for more reasons.
I will give you. There's 4 games. I mean, all the games the Bengals won where the defense actually made me happy. Week 1, Week 2, when Brownie threw 3 picks and the Bengals still ended up winning. That Thursday night shootout between Rodgers and Flacco, and the Thanksgiving game against the Ravens. Outside of that, I haven't seen shit.
Yeah.
All right, he's signing off. Anthony, make sure to clown this motherfucker. Talk about fantasy and how you're better than him in every single league, and
He's my
how
son in
he
fantasy. I'm his
and
father.
how
Still
he
got one more league.
lost in the first round in his own
I got
league.
one more league, man. Oh, can we talk about what happened in your league? We could talk about that too. So, at least I made the playoffs.
As
But then
long as we
again,
get the postseason.
well, who do I play against this week? Oh, the
I,
fourth seed.
I know
Oh,
what.
wait, I played against
Yeah?
it.
It
Oh,
is. I'm getting.
Oh,
It's everything
shoot.
for me. I have to do this.
No.
It's true that I have to take him out.
I gotta
One
finish the story.
more time. Is
All right.
everything?
All right, I'm running. Anthony, kick his ass for me.
You better
Physically,
DM the
mentally, emotionally,
picks.
verbally. I don't fucking care. And if he screws you out of the top 2 draft picks because of our trades, kick his ass again.
Yeah. So, Tom, you
Oh,
don't even have to be
yeah.
here for that, but I do want to talk about this. Not only
Deuces.
did I beat him, I also own his first round pick. Unlike the Thunder, he's my Clippers.
I gotta win out the rest of the way in order to prevent. Well, I will have a draft lottery, yes, but I gotta make the draft lottery odds very, very slim in order for him not to get the #1 pick. He would need to have a miracle. He would need to pray to some god or make a deal with Mike Thomas blood demon or something in order for him to get the #1 pick. But we'll see. We'll see.
It's the Thunder. I am the Thunder. You are the Clippers. It's meant to be.
Either way, look at this. I think one positive takeaway I'll take from this. I don't have to do the punishment. I don't
Yeah,
have to
it's
go to
true.
San Diego. I don't have to go to San Diego.
That would have been that's the punishment I wanted to see the most.
I don't have to go to San Diego and see my 2 rivals face
Yeah, I was gonna
off.
say, if anybody's watching this and wondering why he's saying that, San Diego's a beautiful city. I don't condone what he's saying, but the punishment for him would have been going to Padres, Dodgers, in San Diego wearing his Giants gear.
Yeah, there was a poll whether or not I go to San Diego or go to LA. That's the
We decided to be a little bit fair and not try to actually put him on the local news that night.
But yes, going to San Diego where at least I'll just get insults more than anything. But yeah,
That's avoided.
That's avoided. So that's my only takeaway. My only positive takeaway I'll take from this from my own fantasy league, that I don't have to do my fantasy punishments. But we'll see. We'll see how the rest will go. But anyways, let's get straight to these games. I'm not sure how we'll do the. I'm thinking we'll just, unless you want to do something really quick, if we'll just do how about this. I'm gonna create a bracket for the college football playoffs, and we'll just make this as our own bracket. We'll do that out this out of the way, so we just go talk about the games right after. Because I mean, we did tell Lightning, we did promise Lightning.
Yeah.
All right. So I decided to make it. So I'm making an ESPN bracket. So from here on out, this will be our
I
college
already
football.
have my own bracket, but
Oh no, this is just for the podcast. This is just a podcast
our
bracket.
communal bracket.
Yeah, communal bracket like the Super Bowl essentially, like we did last year. But this will be but here we go. And also so I could just keep track, so I don't just to keep track. But anyways, first one I see, we have JMU, James Madison University, going against Oregon.
I don't want to pick this game, but at the same time I do.
Yeah. look, JMU. You had a great story. You had a great story. You had a great season. You you did it. You did it. Congratulations.
You made us laugh at the ACC.
Yeah,
So
yeah. We also like to thank Duke for that too. We also like to thank
yes.
Duke. Uh, but anyways, fortunately, it's gonna end. We're gonna pick Oregon.
Yeah.
All right. Next one we have the games the match that we don't really want, but here we go. Alabama and Oklahoma.
This game will
Well,
be played in Norman.
this game will be played in Oklahoma. Yes. Look. I kind of have some beef with the University of Oklahoma for reasons I am not going to explain. Because I think if there could be many reasons, honestly. But even though I'm not much of a college football fan, but just outside of college football, they'll understand why. Uh, I'm choosing. I like to pick Bama. If Anthony says Oklahoma, then we'll coin flip this. Just so.
I actually was thinking Oklahoma. I am not a big believer on this Alabama team. They're coming off a game where they had -3 rushing yards against the University of Georgia. And checks notes, they didn't drop in the rankings. They got no punishment for that.
Yeah, and then Notre Dame, which is valid and yet not
Bitter.
valid.
They
Bitter.
shouldn't be above Miami, but they probably should be above Alabama.
Yeah, but I have a quarter. Heads will be Oklahoma because they're the home team. Tails will be Alabama because they're the road team. All right, here we go. It is going to be head, so Oklahoma will advance. Anyways, next one we have Tulane going to Ole Miss. This one's actually gonna be a.
I'm excited for this game.
Yeah, I'm actually excited. We're gonna see some stories. Could Ole Miss do it without a certain head coach? And
We're not gonna Voldemort him. You could say the name. Lane Kiffin's not there anymore.
Lane Kiffin.
I know this was a couple weeks ago, but I still find it very funny. The week of the SEC championship game, Lane Kiffin was supposed to appear on College Game Day after him agreeing to become the new head coach of LSU.
Yeah.
He then proceeded to back out of appearing on game day.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
So I mean, look, this is gonna be this is interesting. But I'm gonna pick Ole Miss just because I feel like this it can't end like this. Just because it can't end like this.
Get that coin ready, big dog. I've got Tulane.
Tulane, all right, get the coin ready. Again, heads for Ole Miss, tails for Tulane. Here we go. It is. We're going Ole Miss. Another heads. All right, next one. Miami and Texas A&M. I'm going. Oh, I'm picking A&M, but
Yeah, same.
yeah. All right. So we University agreed. All right, second round. Oregon, Texas Tech in the second round, or in the Orange Bowl. Last time, Oregon was the second round last year. They got destroyed. They got destroyed by Ohio State. Well, this time they redeemed themselves. You know what? I want to pick Lightning's team in Oregon.
I'm with you. I like Texas Tech. I think they're a good
Yeah.
team,
but
I think Oregon's just a little bit better suited for it.
yeah. Next one, we got the Rose Bowl. We got Oklahoma. We got Indiana Hoosiers. This one's actually going to be a fun game. But you know what? I'm going to believe in the Heisman winner, Fernando Mendoza. The potential number one pick. Please don't go to the LA Rams, Fernando Mendoza. But I'm going to pick Indiana.
I'm gonna recommend you put your headphones down for a bit.
Okay.
Fernando Mania will run wild through California in the shades of Hernando Mendoza will lead the Indiana Hoosiers to a dominant victory in the Rose Bowl. I just wanted to do the Fernando Mania thing.
I get it. It makes sense. Uh, Something's in the air that night. It's on the night, Fernando. All right, time for the All-State Sugar Bowl. We got Ole Miss and Georgia. I'm picking Georgia. Give me Georgia. Just sorry. I know. Unfortunately, even though I said it can't end like this, it just had to
It's
end
gonna
with
end like
Georgia.
that.
Yeah. Next one, we get Texas A&M and Ohio State. Let's just. Are you going to
I
Ohio
like
State?
A&M, but no, give me the Buckeyes.
Ohio State. All right, these CFP semifinals, the Final Four. We got Indiana, Oregon, Indiana and Oregon. Are we feeling? We're feeling something in the air this night. Are we feeling it?
Earlier in the season, I was watching college football, and I saw Fernando Mendoza go walk into Eugene and beat the Ducks. I like Oregon football. I like them a lot.
Yeah.
And this is just part of me thinking maybe shades of last year when the Ducks beat Ohio State in Eugene and got slaughtered in the Rose Bowl.
And it just feels like Indiana's on some type of new level right now.
I am with that. I think Indiana wins a close, competitive, back and forth game.
I mean, their head coach has built it. The last couple seasons, they've been doing it. I feel like it's just time. But finally, we got Georgia and Ohio State. This one, this one's gonna be, this is gonna be cinema. This was a tough one. This one is a tough one. I mean, we could laugh at the SEC, or we could laugh at Ohio State. So it's a win-win scenario. I mean, it's the Fiesta Bowl. It's in Arizona. I'm gonna go Georgia, just because it's just more that like Ohio. I don't think Ohio State's gonna just go back to back. I just, that's just more of a gut feeling. I'm gonna go Georgia here.
I like Georgia in a very another close competitive game. I think a lot of people are going to bring up the CFP game from a couple of years ago, where as the clock strikes into the new year, the kick sails completely off.
Yeah. All right, and then now Miami, Florida, Indiana, Georgia. This is it. The final show. I mean, I feel like if we had the old CFP, I think this was going to be a very realistic college. This was going to be the Final Four in general. Well, besides Oregon, maybe, but I think definitely Indiana, Georgia, Ohio State would probably would have been in the Final Four, or
the four playoff teams.
The four playoff teams, yeah. But this was this one again. I think. You want to go first, Anthony? Because I'm in a mist.
Prepare your headphones.
All right.
Fernando! He can't win everything. I love the guy. He's incredible. He's awkward, which makes me like him even more. I don't care if that makes him lose aura.
Our fellow introvert.
More relatable. Yes. Our fellow Latino.
Yeah.
SRG. Oh, this guy's incredible.
I think we got to do it. We got to do it. Indiana, baby!
Whoa.
What?
Not just yet. Not so fast, my friend.
Oh.
I'm seeing something.
All right.
What's that coming down the lane?
What's it coming down the train? Or
we butchered the Georgia fight song.
yeah. Wait, what's a coming down the drain? What's a coming down the drain? Mean
It's the mean
machine,
machine in the
is
red and
ready to
black.
play.
Mean
Mean
machine in
machine.
the red and black. Ain't nothing finer in the land
Nothing finer in the lane.
than a drunk, obnoxious Georgia fan.
Drunk, obnoxious Georgia fan.
Go dogs.
Go dogs. Sick 'em.
That's a clip, by the way. I want SRG barking on the freaking podcast. Yeah, I've got Georgia.
Ah, but
So it comes down to the
call
coin.
play. Well, okay. Since this is the national championship, we're gonna go 2 out of 3 because we can't just rely on one coin flip. All right, so heads for Indiana, tails for Georgia. All right, here we go.
Round one.
We go in Georgia. Takes number 1. Round 2. Well, it looks like Georgia is going to win another natty.
It's what my head says. It's not what my heart says, Fernando. I want you to win. It's just what my head says.
All right, well, that's our college playoff bracket right here. I'll create another one for my own personal one, but that's the communal. It's the communal.
You and me.
Yeah.
Thomas
But-
gets no say in it.
Yeah, if he was here, he would have. He would probably said Oregon would lose in the first round, but
Someone salty.
anyways, let's get straight to the to the NFL. Oh, actually, I got some other news to say. This is spring football news related. So this week or this past few months or a couple months has been some, the UFL having new ownership, with or I guess new gain of ownership with Mike Ripple, which I think so far he's making a good move so far, but it's been kind of a weird moment. So first, one of the news is like all the GMs from every UFL team got let go, but now there's been but then some head coaches have been disbanding. First, Mike Nolan of the Michigan Panthers, for obviously because he doesn't have his team anymore. Why would he want to coach the newer teams? I get it. Next one, CJ Johnson is no longer there. Which this one's it's kind of like, man, the way it ended is messed up, but then at the same time, he wasn't good. So take it as you will.
Tell us how you feel, man.
No, look. I'll say this. CJ Johnson, in a nutshell, he wasn't good. He was bad. I mean, first season 5-5 in the USFL. Second season 1-9, and then third season again at 5-5. But it's more the way that yes, you could say, well, he got 500 records, but it's just the way that you see the game, how he coaches is just so. It was pretty much inevitable that CJ Johnson would get fired, either from. It's just the way that it went. Yeah, no, but and then news recently on yesterday, Bob Stoops, head coach of the Arlington/Dallas Renegades, is decided to retire. He decided to retire on his own terms. And that I mean, for anyone in the college football ranks, if you're an Oklahoma guy, yeah, that is a big loss. But again, Stoops in the UFL, he didn't win a championship. He didn't win a championship in the XFL against the DC Defenders. But it's just the UFL both seasons, he just couldn't clutch up. He choked every game, almost every game he played. They will choke. They'll have a lead, they'll blow it. They just couldn't find ways to win game, and it's just this team doesn't have a bad roster. It's just, can you finally clutch up? Dan Quinn of the Dan Quinn if he had a championship, pretty much. Uh, then finally, the worst one, the worst news. I'm just gonna get the jersey out. Just gonna just
It's a
bring the
somber day
jersey.
for this man right here. He's going through it.
Just got the news just an hour or two before this episode started. Skip Holtz is gonna step down from coaching the Birmingham Stallions. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun.
How happy he is with that.
It's just, man, this man won 3 straight titles as the Birmingham Stallions head coach. Took us 4 straight playoff berths as Stallions head coach. Three straight wins with 3 different quarterbacks. I I honestly, this was rough. That imagine if this is like Bill Belichick, if he decided to retire after Super Bowl 53. Let's think about that. It would be rough for the team that, and now I I hate this. I really do. It's like, who's going to coach their team now? What's the uncertainty of the UFL? I'm not sure, but this was a dagger to the heart. But
Notice how much this man thinks that the league revolves around his team.
look, I'm just
Going
saying.
to question the future of the league because his coach he did not want to be the head coach anymore.
But Skip Holtz, with a regular season record in all his 4 seasons, 9-1, 8-2, 9-1, 7-3. So 18 plus 33 and a 33-7 record in the regular season, followed by a 6-1 record in the playoffs. I don't want to talk about who that one loss was
No, you could say it.
to the Michigan Panthers, which I'll give them great respect. That, and I feel bad that they lost the team. Hopefully, they get it back in sometime between next year or 2028, depending on how the soccer stadium situation would be. But yeah, the Birmingham Stallions lost their I guess technically second head coach in franchise history, if we're including the 80s. But yeah, that is rough. It is. But you know what, Skip Holtz, thank you very much. Hope you enjoy retirement, or you find something in the football realm. All right, let's get straight to the regular season game, starting with Thursday Night Football. Back to Kirk Cochains. So I really want to know, the Tampa Bay tell him in 2012 that they were going to draft him in day 2 and didn't do it? Like, is there some type of beef that Kirk Cochains has with the city of Tampa?
I don't know if it's a beef, but I think we've seen the reverse Kirk Cochains in Atlanta, where not that great in most games, but in prime time. Oh, you don't want to catch that man in prime time.
Yeah, but like apparently Wyatt's World apparently looked it up with Kirk Cousins. Like, even when he was in Minnesota and Washington, he was able to own the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in some way, or just he has himself like a game that's just like so great. So I don't know what it is, but the Falcons beating the Buccaneers, and at the time, costing them the division lead, which got to the
For
Panthers
now.
for now. Well, we'll get to the one of the other divisional games that happened this weekend in a moment, but next one, the Bears destroyed the Browns. It was going to be those moments. Yeah, Shadur Sanders just did not look great against the Bears defense. But the Bears did what they did. They beat a weak opponent, and now Myles Garrett, was he like one sack away from breaking the record, or is he like
I think he's one away.
one away, but half a sack from tying it though? Uh, but yeah, but this is going to be, but Shadur Sanders fans right now are kind of like, well, it's like, dude, quarterbacks have bad games. That's just that's the way the NFL is. He's not going to be perfect. That's just the reality of it. It could have been Russell Wilson out there, rookie Russell Wilson, and if he had the same results, again, same thing.
Could have been
Uh,
rookie RG3.
Could have been rookie
Before
RG.
the knee injuries took him out.
Yeah. And this would have been normal. This is like, hey, it was a bad game against a great Bears defense. Even though they were injured, they're still playing good right now. Well, Tom has already pretty much had this whole rant with the Ravens Bengals game in a nutshell, and I had my rant with them in fantasy. Uh,
Lack of offense is astonishing for that Bengals team.
yeah, the Ravens. The Ravens took care of business. They got a must-needed win. If they had lost that game, and seeing the Steelers win on Monday Night Football, Steelers would have probably likely got that division by next week. But Ravens took care of business in a must-win game. Bengals are eliminated from the playoffs. We already did our Chiefs and Chargers spiel. Congrats to the Chargers. It's like, okay, here's the thing. Again and again. Am I happy? Are we happy that the Chiefs made are eliminated from the playoffs? Yes.
Yes.
But it's more for other reasons why we're upset. But
It's who's enjoying it is why they're upset.
yeah. But we also got a big game, Bills Patriots. And the Patriots won that game. They clinched not only a playoff spot, they clinched the AFC East. And they were up 21-0. And guess what happened? They blew it. You blew it. You really blew it. And again, kind of proving everyone right that they were scheduled merchants. They say, well, they did beat Buffalo in week 5 or 6 whenever they played them.
I don't think it's fair to call them schedule merchants just yet.
Not yet, but it just felt like this was not a must-win game, but more of
It would have been a statement victory. I get it. But
yeah, like to kind of show that, hey, we not only swept the Bills, we also got the AFC East. And it just shows that, don't get me wrong, the Patriots are a good team. They are. It's just like, this is a game that just felt like, hey, if you won this game, we would have probably, the silence, the loudness of the hate would have probably silenced a bit. But yeah, Commanders Giants, this game was, it was bad. Despite what the score said, it was bad. Just as a neutral perspective.
we're talking about, you talk about me, making deals with demons. I am under the full belief that the Giants decided to make a deal for Scott Norwood to miss that kick in the Super Bowl for the Bills. That kickers just all of a sudden have plus 50 attributes to all against the Giants.
Yeah, Jake Moody. Yeah, here's the thing. So, did Jake Moody had to get out of San Francisco in order to become good? I guess so. Because when he was with Chicago, guess what? Game winner versus the Commanders. Now, it wasn't a game winner, but it was still like he was putting up a performance. But yeah. Raiders got shut out by the Eagles 31-0 two times. Yes. Thomas pointed out that the Raiders got shut out not only twice, but it was with the same score too. And it was by the both teams that made the Super Bowl last season. And this also cements to show that Pete Carroll's officially washed. For people that don't know, Pete Carroll has never lost a game to the Philadelphia Eagles. And Sunday, was that day. Eagles got a much needed tune-up win. I mean, if they had a close game versus the Raiders against Kenny Pickett, then I would have probably believed the Eagles would have lost in the first round of the playoffs. Jaguars, put belt to ass to the Jets. Again,
Big ups to my main man Travis Etienne.
Yeah,
The main cause of my picture.
3 touchdown receptions.
That's what we call a hat trick in soccer or football. Sorry.
New York Jets. You could have probably made this a closer game or won it if you put in a certain quarterback. I'm just gonna bring the jersey back up again. Have a quarterback from a certain team in the UFL led by Skip Holtz. You guys probably would have made it close. Who knows? Brandon Aubrey's evidence.
Well, we can talk about Brandon Aubrey later. What happened this week?
Okay. Harrison Memphis, another kicker of the Stallions, is doing great on the LA Rams. That's the sad part about it. It's against the LA Rams. And then you have DeAndre Tillman, who's a Bronco, having a decent season as a rotating player. But no. Keep starting Brady Cook.
All right, it's not Brady Cook's fault that Travis Etienne just dog walked
the defense. But still, Brady Cook's not good. He is not good. Texans destroyed the Cardinals. I don't think we need to go much there. This year it is. I'll say this though, Texans, we would take you seriously if you actually play like this all season long. Broncos got a statement win though. They got a big statement win versus the Packers, and even though we know what happened in the fourth quarter, that is a big loss. Micah Parsons is now out for the season with the torn ACL. I know the Packers will likely make the playoffs, but big loss.
It's a blow.
A blow and a half. It was like he if it wasn't for Myles Garrett, he probably would be a guy for Defensive Player of the Year. But yeah, the Packers, this is gonna be something. We'll see how this goes. But remember, like Barry McCockner said, this is Jordan Love's 6th season, and every time the Packers quarterback has a 6th season on the team, they'll win the Super Bowl. So we'll see how that goes. Rams got a win with the Lions. The Lions season is what?
Big win for the Rams.
Big win for the Rams. Tough loss for the Lions, and this could be the dagger to their season. I mean, they're alive, but it's a tough race. One loss in the NFC just could make you drop. Yeah.
One loss in the NFC is
it's like losing like $100,000 compared to the AFC where you will lose like $100.
I was gonna say $5 in the AFC, but all right.
$5 in the AFC. Meanwhile, the NFC is like you lost like your entire life savings. The Niners beat the Titans. I mean, Cam Ward had himself a decent game for what it is. Like, you didn't get destroyed. Oh yeah, and now I'll get it to the kind of the two important games: Panthers Saints. The duality of Carolina, people. The duality of Carolina. They could beat the Packers when they're a healthy Packers team. They could beat the LA Rams, a team that's a favorite to win the NFC. But yet, make it make sense. Getting swept by the New Orleans Saints. Blowing, I think, a 10-point lead. I think it was a 10-point lead. But the duality of the Carolina Panthers, people. And now they're back at second place in the NFC South. And the next 3 weeks are going to be interesting. Both those games are
Must see.
must see, must wins. Even the Seahawks game is must win for Carolina, but especially the Bucks games, But either way, week 16 and week 18, we're all for it though. We're all for it. It's gonna be something. Who's gonna win the most mid division of 2025? But Seahawks Colts. He played.
He has risen, baby girl.
He has risen. Philip Rivers on Saturday Friday or Saturday was named the starting quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts against the Seattle Seahawks. And was he great? No.
Was he good?
Not
Probably not.
but
Not really.
But was he serviceable? Yes. Yes, that's the best way to describe it. He was serviceable. I will say this though, I would never understand the Seattle's defense on Philip Rivers. He's a statue. He doesn't have the mobility anymore. He doesn't have the mobility. I don't know why we kind of let Philip Rivers kind of have open pockets. Sure, I'll give props to Indianapolis O-line for holding on to the Seahawks D-line. I will give him that. But it's still those moments. It's Philip Rivers, a 44-year-old Philip Rivers. You gotta pressure him. You gotta make him uncomfortable. And when we did, it worked. In the second half, only held him down to 3 points. And but I want to give props to another guy on the Seahawks, Jason Myers, 6 for 6 on the day, scoring all the points for Seattle. But that just does show that offense. Clint Kubiak. Yeah, wake up, Clint Kubiak. You gotta cook. These next 3 weeks, compared to the rest of the NFC West, we don't really have it easy. We got the LA Rams in 2 days. You got the Carolina Panthers. We don't know who's going to show up in that game. And in week 18, the Niners, they have a shot not only for the NFC West, but for the number 1 seed. Clint Kubiak, you cannot be doing this shtick at this time, especially last week. I'll give props to Indy's defense, but
Good team.
good team,
Good defense.
good defense. But Clint, this is it. These next 3 weeks must win. Must win if you want to win the NFC West and the number 1 seed. We got to cook. Luckily, it was a home game. Luckily, last week was a home game, so we don't have to travel anywhere. But this is it. This Thursday, must win. Sunday, Panthers, must win. And then whatever time we play the Niners, must win. So, Clint Kubiak, don't do this. Don't do this, please. Anyways, Vikings Cowboys, and yes, Brandon Aubrey. Oh, God,
You suck.
for one game.
This the other week? Or was this against the Giants?
My boy was massacred that night. They massacred my boy.
They let 9 do that. It's insane.
He had 2 good games, back to back.
Maybe this is the turnaround.
or it's just he's basically going to be Tom Brady whenever they play terrible defenses. So if JJ McCarthy plays the Bengals at some point, then he's going to get 50 points.
Thomas
But-
will blow a gasket if that happens.
Well, technically, the Bengals did play the Vikings this season and put up with almost 50 with Carson Wentz. Just Dallas, your season is now on life support. You're out of wildcard contention. You now gotta hope that you win out and Philly loses out. But here's the thing, though: if Philly loses out and Dallas ties one of the games, they are still alive, and they actually could still win the NFC East with an 8-7-2 record.
Wait. Yeah, it's 7-2. Sorry.
Yeah, I actually was doing it because on Sunday night, because I was like, okay, I know the Steelers are going to beat the Dolphins, but I was like trying to see what playoff clinching scenarios were going to be there. But speaking of Dolphins Steelers, again, Tua cannot play in the cold. Your 4-game winning streak gone.
Your playoff hopes
gone. Look, Mike McDaniel. Well, we'll see how that goes. We'll see.
For himself.
Maybe gone.
I wanted Logan on just to get his thoughts on that.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure. He'll be more. I don't think he would have like a Thomas like rant with this, but he would be like. I think he would be like Mike McDaniel got to go. Tua. I think his defending for Tua is kind of going to be pretty at its whims now. Like, if I were him, like he might honestly Tua probably could he be in the LA Rams? Could he go to LA and revive his career with Sean McVay? Who knows?
Maybe he goes to Arizona. Stopgap quarterback for a year, and then.
And I mean, they replaced Kyler Murray with Noodle Arm Kyler Murray, I guess. It's just like I mean Arizona is like they had the team. It's not like Arizona doesn't have pieces. Like they're like they have.
And it'll be the warm too again.
Yeah, but I think Jonathan Gannon has to go, or if not, then Drew Petzing has to go. Kyler Murray is officially like he is out the door unless like. Unless they're like the head coach, unless they fire Jonathan Gannon, the next head coach is like, no, I have a system for Kyler. But yeah, all right, let's get on to the pick'ems this week. I actually did update everything. I updated the last 2-3 weeks of this. So, but here we go. Last week, all right, let me go to my Google Sheets on my phone on my tablet this time, but. There. All right. So last week, record-wise, last week I went 11-5. Thomas went 8-8. Anthony went 10-6. All right, not bad. And current records, I have 147, 76-1. Thomas is at 121, 102-1. Yeah, that is. He finally hit triple-digit losses this season. But anyways. Let's get straight to the pick. I'm starting with Thursday Night Football, Rams, Seahawks. This is must-win game for Seattle, and if they win, they are in the playoffs. I think also, if not, then the Lions. If the Lions lose, then they will be in the playoffs. Then Seattle will be in the playoffs. So win or Lions loss, or tie. But I mean, this is a must-win game, and I said this to Thomas. It's going to be split. I said this. They're going to split no matter what to the season, no matter which game it was. And the Rams did it last time. I think Seattle learned what they needed to do last time. Obviously, last time they played, Sam Darnold had 4 interceptions. Basically cost them the game. Even though Seattle almost had a chance to win that game, but I am gonna pick the Seahawks, but this game is. I'm not really not saying I'm not confident, but it's gonna be a tough game, a really tough game to climb on, unless Clint Kubiak actually uh adjusts to the Rams. But Thomas is always gonna pick the Seahawks. All right, Anthony.
I want to take you back to a year ago. Actually, not even a year ago. I'm take you back to 11 months ago.
All right.
The wild card game. Monday Night Football. The Minnesota Vikings
Oh,
play the Los Angeles Rams.
yeah.
Sam Darnold does not play good in that game. And the
He-
Vikings lose. Season's over.
Yeah.
We go a little bit back further than that. Thursday Night Football. Game the Vikings in retrospective.
Probably
In that
had-
game, they win the division.
Yeah, and not only that, they actually had a shot winning that game. It wasn't, and there was a very controversial call to that too,
Yes.
to that game. But yeah,
I don't know what it is about Sam Darnold when he sees that, that Rams helmet, the little swirl
Well-
for it.
well, no, you got to think about this too. They also, I mean, the only time he did beat the Rams was 2020 when he was a Jet.
Exactly. You're telling me you're putting stock into 2020 Jets Sam Darnold? And especially going off the severe lack of offense I saw on Sunday against the Colts. I'm riding with the hot hand. Give me the Rams.
All right, all right. I mean, Seattle's defense is definitely they're gonna show up, but you cannot rely on the defense all the time. Like this is.
No offense. I love the guy. There's also a bit of a step up from 44-year-old Philip Rivers to modern day MVP candidate Matt Stafford.
Yeah. Next one, Saturday games. We got our first one at hand. We got the Eagles and the Commanders. Remember when this game was
Eagles. I'm not even wasting
yeah,
breath on
no.
this.
Everyone's picking the Eagles. Yeah, no. Everyone's picking the Eagles. Oh yeah, Eagles win, they win the East. Or Dallas lose. But yeah, but remember last year, during the offseason, this was supposed to be a game where it could have decided the division. Here we are now. Next one, we have Packers, Bears. Actually, this one's going to be things changed. Last time they played, even though it's like it'll be 13 days when they play on Saturday, but things have changed significantly. But the Bears, they almost had the chance to win that game almost not that long ago. And I think it's in Soldier Field. And I think this is it. The Bears, Ryan Poles said something about we're going to take the North. We're going to get the North and we're not going to take it back. I think it's
They're
time.
going to take the North and not give it back.
They're not. Yeah, they're not going to give it back. Yeah. And
Wow.
but Thomas, you're never going to guess what he's going to pick.
I think I have an idea.
And I think that idea is correct. He is going to pick the Green Bay Packers to sweep the Bears.
What a surprise.
What a surprise. I wonder why. Even on Thursday, we gave him so many quarterbacks that are better than Caleb Williams. But okay, whatever.
Don't forget, he had to change the freaking criteria of that.
He changed the goalpost so many times. That's the thing.
I'm not wasting my time on that again. I've said my piece. I'm not saying Caleb Williams is a top 10 quarterback. He's in that average to above average range. And
Yeah.
I think, will begin to get his statue built outside of Soldier Field, in Chicago, with this victory on Saturday against the Packers.
Yeah. The statement game, must-win game as well. Give me the Bears. All right. Bills and the Browns. The Bills got a big time win against their rival, the New England Patriots, kind of silencing that we're still alive. We're still going to survive. And I think it'll continue, but I think this is going to be a game where it's going to be oddly close, just because I feel like this is what happens to any team that like gets a big win, they get like a statement victory, and then they like will either have a close game against a weak opponent or somehow lose in the most like oddly fashion. But give me the Bills.
Bills. Yeah.
Bills. And Thomas is also picking the Bills. All right, all right. Next one, we got the Chargers and the Cowboys. I'm gonna pick the Chargers. I mean, I think Dallas' season is over, and Justin Herbert's just gonna have a field day with the Cowboys defense.
I'm with you. I really like this Chargers team.
But we can see a scenario where the Broncos go into AFC West and the Chargers lose and the Broncos win. But oh yeah, I think the Chargers could also. Oh yeah, Chargers could make the playoffs with a win and a Colts loss. So something to keep an eye out. But yeah, give me the. But yeah, Thomas though he is gonna pick the Cowboys.
Ooh. Oh, I think
Yeah, you
It's
figured
so
out
damn
why.
why.
Yeah. Well, actually, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
No, wait. Oh, we'll get to it. I'll get to it. We'll get to it. But Chiefs, Titans. Things changed. In a season, things can change within a season. So Patrick Mahomes will not start this game. We'll have Gardner Minshew. Luckily, it's against the Titans, so I'm gonna pick the Chiefs. Just I feel like Gardner Minshew is in at least a better team, and it's against the Titans. But give me the Titans. Give Chiefs. Sorry, give me the Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs.
Okay.
Thomas is actually gonna pick the Titans. Just he's
Well,
gonna.
if only I had my sunglasses. Give me the Tennessee Titans.
Pulling the win. Wow.
The upset horseshoe up the ass. Just finding a way.
Younghoe Koo is now out. Got waived by the Giants.
That is it sad that does like little to nothing for me?
It's just more. I'm kind of sad how Younghoe Koo's like. It's just how he fallen off so bad.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Yeah, but I am still picking the Chiefs just because I love Mitch Mania. That's mainly it. That's Jets, Saints. So Saints, Tank Bowl. But if you look at the rest of the Saints' schedule, they're pretty winnable for the Saints. If I'm gonna pick the Saints. It's at home. The Saints have looked a bit better. They have looked a lot better as of late. So yeah, give me the Saints. Thomas is picking the Saints as well.
Guarantee.
Guarantee. All right, Jets. You
Congrats on your victory.
Brady Cook's potential first win, depending on how Tyrod Taylor and Fields are. Next one, Vikings, Giants. So
Vikings.
yeah.
I'm not even gonna waste time on Vikings.
Tom's the only one picking the Giants though.
Why?
Does he think Jackson 9 is just gonna unless 9 reverts back unless like JJ McCarthy reverts back to 9? The Vikings have won their last or have looked good their last 2 games.
I'm done picking the Giants.
Yeah.
I'm done with it. I'm so done with this team. Team breaking my heart.
Yeah, I'm picking the Vikings. Tom's the only one picking the Giants. Next one, Buccaneers, Panthers. Look, this is the duality of Carolina here. We are going to put them in so much doubt this week. And guess what? ESPN, 33% of people are picking the Panthers this week. And I know, and I get why. But people, this is the Carolina Panthers, the 2025 Carolina Panthers specifically. You don't know what they're in yet. They'll show up. They'll not show up. Last week they did not. They're gonna show up again this week. Give me the Carolina Panthers leading the NFC South officially this time.
I'm with you. The game's in Carolina, so
Yeah, if it wasn't Tampa Bay, there's gonna be some considerations, but it's the duality of the Panthers. But Thomas, we're guaranteed a Panthers victory. Oh no. Oh no. All right, Bengals and Dolphins, the once a Sunday night football game.
BANKBOWL.
WL. And you know what? I'm picking the Bengals. I know it's like it's in Miami, but I'm picking the Bengals. Thomas is also picking the Bengals.
Dolphins.
Dolphins. Oh,
Ugly.
ugly game.
Dolphins.
All right, Tua before he leaves Miami, out matches Burrow one last time in the AFC. Next one we got the Jaguars and the Broncos. Oh, it's a game that I'm like unsure of. This feels like a game that the Jags should win. They have looked a lot more consistent. They have looked a lot more better the last 3 weeks. But the Broncos have the Kansas City Chiefs 2024 Kansas City Chiefs horseshoe. Give me the Broncos.
It's up to me.
Yeah,
Broncos. After what
Broncos.
they did to Green Bay on Sunday,
I think you feel more confident with the Broncos now.
yes.
If they lost, then I think we would have probably considered the Jaguars. But
Mhm.
but Thomas, you know what time it is? You know what time it is, Anthony?
Is it Duval time?
You are correct. He is picking the Jaguars. I thought he was gonna pick the Broncos after that Chargers. Not picking the Chargers, but no, he's delaying it. He's delaying the process. I'm assuming he wants Week 18 to happen. Next one, we got Falcons, Cardinals. Look. Last time, I doubted my boy Kirk Chains. And this time, he's going against the Arizona Cardinals. One last ride. Give me the Falcons. This is an apology. Pick. But give me the Falcons, even though I did pick them last week. But yeah. All right, Anthony, Falcons, Cardinals.
This is another game gonna be ugly. I'm gonna leave it at that. I will lean towards the Atlanta Falcons to get a culture victory.
All right. You like that, people. But Thomas is being the Cardinals. I think just probably because it's at home, I guess. But it's the Falcons too. Steelers, Lions. So there is a scenario where the Detroit Lions can get eliminated from the playoffs. So if they lose and the Green Bay Packers and Chicago Bears tie, they will be out of playoff contention. That will be the most saddest way to go out. Not only losing, but your division rivals tying this game. But that's not going to happen. Give me the Lions.
Steelers have a 2-game buffer now
Yeah.
for their 9-8 Super Bowl.
They have the Browns next week, so that they have leeway.
Mm-hmm.
But Lions.
Yeah, give me Detroit.
If the Steelers were we're 7-7, then we would probably then this would be a very interesting debate. But yeah, Thomas is also being the Lions. All right, Raiders Texans. I think we all know who we're going for, right?
Houston.
Yeah, Geno Smith or Kenny Pickett. I am sorry about what's gonna happen. It might be another 31-0 blowout. Ravens Patriots Sunday Night Football. The game that got flexed, that flexed in replace of got flexed into to replace Bengals Dolphins. Good. Must win game. Must win game to stay alive for the division for the Patriots. Must win game for the Ravens to stay alive, not only for the division but for the playoffs. I'm gonna pick Baltimore. I don't think it's gonna be that easy for Pittsburgh to win the AFC North. Give me the Ravens. I think the Ravens will go on some type of tear and will try to win AFC North again.
I don't know if they get there, but what I do know is that Baltimore is a very sneaky 50-50 team that turns it on at big moments.
Yeah.
I think this is one of their big moments where they turn it up a little bit more. I think Isaiah Likely finally doesn't get jobbed out of a touchdown. I think the Ravens beat the
Patriots. All right. I mean, again, it's going to be an interesting game, but Thomas, he will be with the Patriots. All right. The one time he doesn't decide to pick his division rival. But I mean, he's out of the playoffs, so he's at this point. It's like he's like now able to do it out of spite. Next one, this is Monday Night Football. Niners, Colts. This time it's at home. It's a home game this time, and the Colts they almost pulled it off. Even though I don't want to mention who the team that is, but I mean, again. Any given Monday, but it's more the tight race of the NFC West that for both Seattle and LA that I'm thinking the Niners are going to win this one.
I'm with you on that, Niners.
Even though I would like to see the Colts win the game, but it's
another Georgia, Indiana for me. I want Phillip Rivers to win, but
if the Colts pull it off, I honestly think they could beat the Jaguars in Week 17. But Thomas, he is actually going to pick the Colts. He is going to ride with Old Man Rivers. I mean, again, any given Monday or Sunday or Thursday, things could happen. But everybody, these are our Week 16 pick'ems. Next week will be our Christmas episode. Even though this time last year was a Christmas episode for Week 16, but Chris is not on Wednesday, so we'll see how it goes. I'm not sure we have anything planned for gifts, but yeah, but this will be our send off. But everybody, y'all have yourselves a great weekend. Y'all have yourselves a great week.
Enjoy the fantasy football playoffs for all those that are still in.
I'm still tending a little live for one of the leagues.
Well, maybe not after next week.
Well, no. You had your fun. You had your fun. You had your fun.
I'm gonna have more fun too.
Look. I have Bucky Irving back. So
I love Bucky, but that doesn't mean anything for me.
But all roads lead to Anthony versus SRG. Could have got it. It could have gone it also this week too. No, a Bears head coach away. Screw the Bengals. Screw the screws. Anyone, y'all have a good one. Y'all stay safe. I will try to beat them. This next week will be a
You will
different ending.
fail. And
I have
you
the
must
high
learn to
ground.
deal with your own failures.
I have the high ground.
You act like this is Revenge of the Sith. No, no, no. This is A New Hope.
New Hope. New
Yes.
Hope. What does that mean?
I am providing the New Hope and knocking you out of the playoffs.
Look. I kind of wanted low key Tom's in the playoffs, so I could probably, I could Obi-Wan him one more time, but no, I gotta deal with Austin Powers.
Yeah,
Dun
baby.
dun 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 dun. But anyways, everybody stay safe.
Y'all have a good one.
Y'all have a good weekend. But peace out, A Town down. Or
Be safe.
you know what? Thomas is not here. Have the most wonderful time of the year.
Fernando.
All right, peace out.